Hello and welcome to episode 4 Wedding Day Schedules. So, in this particular episode, we're going to be focusing on wedding day schedules, what they are, and how to create them. I've also created a mock up using our section of the planner. Again, you can purchase the planner as a whole or that particular section, depending on how you want to run your wedding. And all the links will be below so you know where to purchase them from. Also, I'm going to be focusing on the bridal party as well and what tasks you can allocate them. It just gives them basically a sense of purpose and they feel like they're part of the wedding. And I think it's a really good one as well because it takes a little bit of pressure off the couple during the actual wedding day if you know that these particular tasks will be tended to. Loving our actual videos, please show me the love and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, follow us on our socials and I'll put the links below as well. So guys, let's get started. Schedule or a timeline. It is a basic time management tool that is used by planners. So whether you're planning a wedding or an exhibition, they all use one. It consists of a list of times in which task, events, or actions are intended to take place, and it's also done in a certain order. So how do you create it? Number 1, give your schedule a title. Number 2, start listing all the activities in that event, and then you must cover everything that you need. So I've just given you some examples: flower, event, stylist, hair and makeup. Then what I would do is write the first activities that should come first and then followed by the other activities. Set a time for each activity in the event and make sure that you allocate enough time for your vendors to go in and to go out. So the setup time, and also format it. So the format should be the time and the date on the left and whatever you're doing on the right. So whichever way you want to write it on a Word document or an Excel sheet. And then lastly, just provide the copies to all your vendors and your suppliers, and especially to the venue. Moving forward, we're going to be focusing on the actual event schedule that I've created for the planner, and it's under the section Wedding Day Event. So you can purchase that as separate too. So I have basically broken it up into two sections, day and night. So I'm just going to give you a few tips. So your wedding schedule will be based on the time of the ceremony. So if you've put down 2 o'clock, you need to make sure that everything is set up, everybody's ready before 2 o'clock, before the ceremony begins. So what I mean by that is the hair and makeup, your photographer and videographer that needs to be there, your cars, and also the flowers, so delivery of the flowers. And that's including the setup at the ceremony and delivery to the groom and to the bride. And then while you're in your ceremony, that's when all the other vendors can go in and out of the venue. And that's including your stylist, your band, your DJ, your cake, your photo booths, flower setup. Now, as a cake decorator, I don't need a lot of time. I just needed like half an hour. As long as I know where I had to place everything, I was really good to go. Now, you need to give this to the venue because the venue needs to know who's coming in and out, and they need to allocate the space for them as well and anything else they need for the actual evening. Make sure that they are completed about an hour before the actual start date of the reception. So here I've got a little note. See if that can be a little bit flexible and allow your guests to come in like half an hour, because some of them do come a bit early. They don't have to feed them or drink or give them anything to drink, just so they can be less seated and not sitting outside. And then we've got the evening one. So here I have highlighted the most important, which is the cocktail hour, if you're having one, the entree, dinner, and desserts. So here I've allocated that the guests will start arriving, and you just start allocating where you need to put in. So I've just made it very basic because it should run very smoothly, very basic. So here I've also mentioned that, to the venue that on table, I'll probably repeat this to the dinner as well. So table 3, there's 2 vegetarians. Table 8's got 3. So this is where you do all your sticky notes. And the beauty with having a digital planner, you can do all this and just email it to them, because most of them do work off iPads or work off their phones, but a lot of them do work off their iPads. And like I said, everyone's gone digital. Then you just do a little bit of dancing and just allocate the time until when your event, you've got hired the actual venue until, and the event finishes roughly around 1 o'clock. Now, as I mentioned, we've also got the bridal party checklist task. So basically, this one here is just you put the name of the bridal party. So I've just done maid of honor, bridesmaids, or so forth on the left-hand side, and the tasks that they need to complete. Now, this could be tasks on the day as well, but it also could be tasks on before the wedding. So if they need to pick up something for you because you can't, just ask them, oh, can someone do this for me? Yep, bridesmaids doing this for me. And as soon as it's done, just give it a little click and you're complete. So this is just a really great way, like I said at the beginning, to make sure that everybody feels like they're part of your wedding. In the next episode, we're not going to be focusing on any particular section of the wedding planner. We are going to be focusing on a blog that I wrote a couple of months ago on wedding insurance. So hopefully this will help you determine whether it is for you or it isn't for you. So I'll just expand on that. Also, I'm going to go through contracts to see what you're signing and if you're comfortable in signing vendor contracts, because there's been a lot of, issues around vendors keeping deposits and what your rights are and so forth. So we're going to go into a little bit of contract work as well. So I think it's important that these two subjects are done as an individual episode and to help you guys making the informed decisions. So once again, I'd really like to thank everybody for letting me be part of your wedding planning journey. And until next episode, happy planning. Bye.